My name is Keagle, and I have 4 boys. And I think most people at church probably know that because we put ourselves in the front row every week. We're the ones who pop up because we spill hot chocolate every week and have to go wipe it up, which you're welcome. That's why we don't sit in the sanctuary. But my life is as busy as Sunday is. But I'm beginning to appreciate the busyness in my life, because if I had to sit still too long, I think the trials that I'm going through right now would be harder to deal with. And so I have my own 4 little miracles that I think were given to me because of what I've been going through. I got diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma last September, and it was rather disappointing because the bump that I had initially found, I was told twice, was something else, with blood clot, harmless. But I had this perpetual nagging sensation that whatever that was didn't belong there, I wanted it out. And a week later, I got a call saying I had melanoma. And a week or 2 later, I found out it was not just melanoma, it was stage 4 melanoma. So that was really shocking. My family history, I don't really know hardly anybody in my family that has cancer. I know friends and other people with cancer, but it was something completely blindsided. And I'm not a sun worshiper. I'm pretty pasty most of the time, so this is kind of a shocker cancer to be saddled with, just completely unexpected. One of my worst experiences was my best God experience. I got really malnourished from one of my cancer treatments, and I ended up hospitalized, got released, and literally 24 hours later, I got such a bad infection from my stay there that I ended up back in the ER, and my symptoms were so bad they thought I was having an aneurysm. So I got this emergency MRI, and on my MRI, unfortunately, they found melanoma in my brain. There was no cause, no plan for my doctors to even look in my head. And once they found that, and I met with the neurologist, he said, you know, literally a month later, these would have grown to a size where you could have potentially had, you know, permanent damage or permanent symptoms. And he said, you know, this is the time to treat this, and this is the time to do it. And even as I'm laying there, and the eye infection was not fun, pretty painful, along with everything else that was that I was already going through, because I was already there because I was sick. But to be laying in bed feeling like your eye wants to explode, but praising God for it, it's an experience. God can bless you, but it doesn't have to feel good. The other blessings that came out, it was Orchard, and it was my children's school, and it was my neighbors and my friends, and it got to the point in my family, and everybody was being so kind and giving and generous and helpful that I literally started bawling every time somebody did something nice for me. It became so overwhelming, but in the best of ways. And so it just made me feel like God was there through so many of his foot soldiers here, that I just felt like I was being held, even though things still didn't feel good. Things still don't feel good, but I know he's there. I don't feel abandoned. I would like, you know, everybody would like a date that says, you know, this day, this is going to all be done and you're going to feel better. And I know I don't get that, but all these experiences, I just feel closer now. And I don't think he's done with me yet. You know, I've had some doors closed treatment-wise, but then treatments they didn't expect would work, they try on me, and then that works for a while. And so, you know, I definitely feel closer than I ever have. And I can see now how people say cancer is sometimes the best thing that could have happened to them. Regardless of the outcome, it just changes you. It just brings a lot of perspective that you can sit here and try to pinpoint an expiration date or what might happen, but to sit around and think, well, if Jesus loved me more, it wouldn't. I just don't believe that. I mean, I just believe you love your kids, love them every day. You know, stop waiting to make up for things. Just do the best that you can all the time. And frankly, it's just easier when you have Jesus. It's easier when you have a devotion and you open up and go, how did it know? That's exactly what I needed that day. For people who don't have a church community, then I feel like they have a big disservice. Or when I think of people who are going through, I'm going through, but they don't have good health insurance, or they don't have people who are coming to help. I mean, that saddens me so much, because this is hard enough with support. And so to not give Jesus a try, I'm thinking this is like you know, this is a free offer. Give it a go. You're not going to lose anything, you know. So